Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? A gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Friday. Yee! Gotta put that Bay Area yee on it. It's Friday. It is June 12th, and it is 2:44 in the a.m. You notice I'm getting later and later with getting a start. I think it's because I have a high level of ambivalence about taking my medication now. You know, every so often I reach a point where I want to say my insulin plateaus, and I start developing a little bit of insulin resistance, so we have to change the regimen a little bit. And I think we've done this now. I think we're going into 60 days. And I've tried a bunch of different combinations. Now I'm back to the original medication with a little booster. But yeah, it's just, there's a level of frustration I can't tell you. And just giving myself shots. So that's why I'm always starting late these days. I'm doing insulin. It's a bad hair day. I didn't comb my hair this morning. I just put some water in it, and there's no hat. You know, I do finger combing on days like today. You know, and depending on what product I put in my hair, some days the curl is a little loose, and some days, ta-da. I'm not mad at it, but it's not my best look. So now we've got all the me news. Let me get into something I've been thinking about for a couple of days. And it's something that irritates me to no end. But I really don't talk about it enough. You know, the how and why it irritates me. So let's get into that now, shall we? I am irritated to the max about people who are constantly projecting. Now, I'm going to use a term that might get me censored, but I'm going to say it anyway and let the chips fall where they may. You know, when an individual is a straight up asshole, I mean, they're sarcastic, they're rude, you know, they have personality flashes, and then it's like 1 minute they're kikiing and cupcaking with you, and the next minute, you know, it's like a grease fire flash of anger. And most of the time you're standing there like, what the hell just happened? You know, for me, it's like I always say, can you ring a bell when you get ready to change the personality? It's like dealing with the three faces of Eve. It's, you know, for me, it's like I'm left dumbfounded most of the time. It's like, what just happened? Then when they do realize that they jacked up, they get this tone, this apologetic tone that's dripping and oozing with insincerity. You know, but they never flat out apologize. Y'all know anybody like that? I'm just, you know, some days I just like, don't talk. Just don't talk. And then, you know, when I do movements to protect my peace, because I'm all about peace. Now, there's a difference between being peaceful and being a pushover. Don't get me wrong. Now, you want to talk about flash? Play in my face and play me for stupid, and I will get in your behind. But all this other stuff, I can't. For me, when I use the term I'll get in your behind, you'll know why. We'll have a conversation. And hopefully you'll respect the conversation so I don't have to go grimy and gully, because I will. And I make no bones about that. You know, sometimes people earn that butt whooping. And then they want to play the victim. I have no time or patience for stuff like that. And no, sweetheart, darling, baby, love, you're not the only one that has an opinion, and you're not always right. Not saying that I am. No, we could both have opposing sides in the argument and both be wrong. But when someone tells you or demonstrates to you, respect my space, respect my peace, do just that.